welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Blind. Our bank and inventory are yet again incredibly full, so we're going to do something about it. Step 1, I have collected everything that I need to make myself all of my buffing of food items. We should be able to get a few cooking levels out of this, especially the heavy Kodo stews. Getting rid of this mystery meat is already 1 inventory space completely saved. So that's fantastic. The heavy Kodo stews are going to go into the bank for now. I don't need to bring more than 2 hours worth of buffs with me. And this bonus refreshing spring water is unnecessary. Okay. Next on the list, what do we get here? 2 successful. The cutthroat boots of the monkey were sold for 1 gold 7. No, they were sold for 1 gold. We got some of our deposit back. 1 gold 7. Alright. We managed to sell the Husk of Neuraxis the second time we tried for 1 gold 25. And it looks like the other 2 items failed. So I think we'll just chuck those in the shop, shall we? At least we managed to get a little bit of money, because those 2 items that we sold for over 1 gold each, those were more like 30 to 50 at the store. So at least we made something out of that.
I have the finest wires in the land.
So yeah, these, I started them at a low enough price. Guess nobody was interested in partially purchasing. So those are gone. Next, the items that were in my bank that are soul-bound. These begonias, they're a cosmetic. I really do not have space to have cosmetics at this point. With as small as our bank is, and as expensive as it is to increase the size, it's just not at the top of my list right now. So let's see, can we... Here's our flowers. And this skull. And our old axes. They aren't very good compared to our sword, and we're getting even closer to getting an upgraded weapon that's even better than the sword, presumably. So we really do not need these around. But what we do need is a little bit more money very soon here. So and it's just more bank space is just always ideal. So that is 4 more bank spaces just straight up. That's always a good start. Okay. Next up we have these 2 fish. Again, this one's a fish. They look the same. I wouldn't think they would look the same. That's unfortunate. Wow. We got 2 different fancy fish that are only useful for cosmetic and holding a fish, and they don't even look different. That's incredibly disappointing. So, when we were looking through the auction house in a previous episode, I believe I saw these on there. So let's see if they still are. Yep. Here's people selling 10-pound mud snappers for about 3 gold, which is interesting. All right, let's see if we can get in on this. I'm suspicious how they have 2 each and 3 each, so we'll see if this works. Starting price is 1 silver. Well, I don't need this. So we're gonna do a starting price of 1 gold, buyout price 250. Sure. I'm just trying to get rid of this stuff for inventory's sake, so. Here's open. This one, presumably, is a higher level version of that. 34 pound. Wow. Nobody wants this. That makes me suspicious of the 10-pound one, honestly. Not even a gold for it, This guy's selling it for 5 silver. Again, starting price of 1. About price of 50. I don't even know anymore. As long as it gets rid of it. That makes me really suspicious of those offers for the 10-pound one. But I'm not going to worry about it. If it comes back, we'll just get rid of it. There's only so much I can do with the limited information that I have. Okay.
Talk to me.
So that gives me some decent room in here for all of our various items. We're still rocking absolutely tons of these spotted yellowtails. That's okay. These are cooked. These are fishing items. I guess I really don't need all these heavy silk bandages. Like, I'll take like 1 stack. If I can just sell these off, that'd be ideal. And we have a lot of silk cloth. I think I'll be able to. I think I can turn that in. I think we have enough for 2 sets. Yeah, we have enough for 2 sets of 60. So we can find something to turn that into. Who wants some heavy silk bandages? Nobody's selling heavy silk bandages. Suspicious. What's that considered? Consumables? Bandage. Wool bandages, silk bandages. Yeah, nobody's even. There's literally 0 heavy silk bandages available. Which is interesting. I'm gonna try to sell. I'm gonna try to sell them for like mage weave. That's not an entire set. Heavy rune cloth. Not too much in the bandages department. Silk you're gonna get about 74, so pop these in. It's about 90. 20 to 90. Sure. I notice we're doing long time, so that might not be the best choice, but well, it's what's happening. Now I want to search again. Spotted yellowtail. Recipe, spotted yellowtail. Ooh. For 3 gold 79. Honestly, no, can we buy it out? I want it. They found it fair and square, and I need it, so I'm gonna buy it. I was hoping this would happen eventually. Oh. Oh, yes. You know what that means? That means we do not have to go fishing for an incredible length of time. We literally have 80 rock scale cod, another 31, and then 81 more of these. That's a lot. That is a massive quantity. Nearly 200. But that solves that problem. And I'm perfectly satisfied with that, honestly.
Watch your back.
Okay. First aid. Heavy silk bandages can still give us levels. So we're going to, as much as we can turn this in for reputation right now, I'd like to get this up to the level where we stop being able to get any experience out of it. So that's what we're going to do. Also, our iron ore, I'm going to be making our iron and mithril. I'm going to be smithing, or smelting, all of that into bars. And I suppose I can just go back and cook all the spotted yellowtail. So, I'm going to do an incredible number of actions here. For reference's sake, cooking 241, first aid 225, blacksmithing 177, but I think that smelting only counts for mining, so mining 200. I'll be right back with a whole bunch of different things than I have right now, and it's gonna be great. Okay. So we got only a few first aid levels and used up all of our silk cloth, making heavy silk bandages. Did not get very many levels, but we are going to save a whole bunch of inventory space, so it's fine. Whatever. Cooking, on the other hand, the spotted yellowtails did an absolute number. We're now up to 294. So we're very close to maxing out our cooking again. And then we need to figure out how to get that higher, because these are still only level 35 fish. That's pretty clearly not the maximum. Our mining now goes up to 300, because we went over to the mining people here in Ironforge and purchased that for, I think it was like 4 gold. We weren't that close to 225, but whatever. It's fine. We're gonna need it eventually, so. And blacksmithing, I noticed over at the store here
Well met.
that 180 gives us a steel dagger. Now I'm thinking
See you soon.
I probably shouldn't use all my iron ore up right now. Make an iron if we're going to be getting steel pretty soon. So what we're going to do now is get up to that 180 by making these green iron bracers. That's the theory, at least. These are the simplest, which is the one I like. The simplest recipes for the armor is the ones I most prefer to use. And this is in the orange, so that should be a level every time we make this. And it's just the iron bars and the green dyes, which is very good for us. So this is going to be 180. And I think we could get a armor piece in there too, so let's see what we get. 180 blacksmithing.
No.
Trade me. Glinting steel dagger. 67 silver, yep. And the green iron hauberk. Ooh, it's actually pretty good. It's actually really good. Like, incredibly good. I bet it's really expensive to make, though. I am very interested in that. The next level is at 185. And then 200, my goodness. Gold scale bracers. Just regular.
Get your feet on the ground.
Let's look at the recipe for this thing. The glinting steel dagger. Wow. How incredibly convoluted. It's an 18.7 damage, one-handed weapon. And it has a plus 12 attack power. Probably from all this fancy stuff you need to put into it. So it takes 10 steel, 2 strong flux, a moss agate, an elemental earth, and a heavy leather. My goodness. That makes me feel like the green iron hardbrick is going to be incredibly complicated as well. It's 20 iron bars, heavy grinding stones, jade, moss agates, and a green leather armor. So it's a upgrade on a leather piece. That's interesting. As far as these go, I think we could probably get the heavy grinding stones. Jades and moss agates, green leather. That looks interesting to me. As far as the iron bars are, I think we have that. Yeah, we got 20 iron bars. We can make the grinding stones, I'm pretty sure. Heavy grinding stones? Let's be down here. Yep, heavy grinding stones, that's trivial. This is interesting. Also, we can just chuck these green iron bracers into a store. That's not a problem. Nobody's gonna want regular stat, no bonus items. That's not of particular interest.
Talk to me.
Okay, let's store. We have more iron bars in here. That's good. And golden mithril, I guess. So here's our backup bandages. Spotted yellowtails, you can go in for right now. Stuff for the quest I'm doing, please get out of my way. Kodo stew. How many bandages do we want? We probably just want to sell in full stacks, so we'll keep those out.
Off with it.
We're working on it. We're definitely getting progress here. So we're going to need to make some more iron bars, which isn't bad. We have the jades. Can I just take up 2, please? Shift, maybe? 2. And 2 moss agates. Don't have any grinding stones or anything, so we have to make those ourselves. But that's easy. So I guess the only question is, how much is it going to cost to get a green leather armor? If it's not insane, I'm really considering it, because my goodness, that's pretty substantial. It doesn't do the whole fancy increased rage thing, but I never use that anyway, so. It's an extra over 100, like 140 armor, plus 2 strength, minus 3 stamina. Overall, it's pretty good. And I get to make it myself, which is also fun. Okay. So looking for a green leather armor. Green leather. Nobody has green leather armor. Well, that's dismaying. Green leather armor. Somebody has the pattern for it. Requires leatherworking 155. Alright. Well, I don't have leatherworking, so I can't do that. Requires heavy leather, green dye, and fine thread. Unfortunate. I guess that's going to be something that whenever we come back through here looking to make some transactions, that's going to be something we're going to be looking for. It also makes me want to save all my iron bars right now, honestly.
No.
But not these iron bracers. Those can go away.
Safe travels.
Okay. So I'm going to sell the heavy silk bandages. Top up on... I want to see what the next level of potions are. How much those are going to cost. Because more health would always be great from these potions. Potions, 2090. Yep, let's go for those again. We're the only person selling these heavy silk bandages, so... everybody else can go nuts, I suppose. Okay. Guess I really don't need the tin or copper, or the rough stone, specifically. We got coarse stone, heavy stone, solid stone. I don't think we need coarse stone. Pretty sure that's the tin equivalent. We'll keep the heaviness. We can check. So it's rough, coarse, heavy. Guess we don't have anything for the solid stone yet. That's next up. Yeah, we don't really need... as far as I can tell, we don't need coarse stone right now. Heavy. Heavy. Yeah, coarse is all the way down here. Back when we were doing stuff with bronze. So we don't need the coarse stone. So we'll keep the heavy and the solid stone. And the iron ore. For the time being. Do you want wool cloth? Possibly. Alright. Tin ore. Oh yeah, these ones are completely legitimate. Uh-huh, right. 1 gold per tin ore, you say? I find that highly suspect. Since they're about 5 each. Since for a little bit higher. More in the 10 area. Starting at 4. Something like that. Alright. And we have some more tin. This one's 6. Undercount a little bit. What's the starting price? 76. So we have 10. Got some weird prices going on that, but that's okay. Copper ore. We got 6 of them. People are selling them for about somewhere in the 1 to 2 range. Yeah, about 1. Rough stone. Roif stone. Got 8 of them. Selling yourself for 27. 50. The amount of work we're putting in to sell these things is probably not really worth it in the long run, but everything has to be more complicated, so we're just dealing with it. We'll sell it for about 80. Okay. Ironforge is under attack, apparently. That's concerning. How long has this been going on? Not gonna worry about it. Not gonna worry about it.
You got my attention.
Okay. You want to deal with the lockboxes right now? Not particularly. It's our food stuff, quest stuff. I mean, we could try. I just don't want to bother anybody if I don't have the right stuff. As far as I could tell from... I did have to look this up because I have tried to open boxes before and it did not work. But apparently, the idea is that there's a rogue and they have trained their lock picking and then they can open boxes. Does that sound right?
Very good.
Any rogues around? Not too many people around right now. We got a hunter, a paladin, a warrior, and an NPC. Yeah, there's not too many people here today. So I'm probably not going to worry about it.
Here there.
Alright. So what we want to do is store away... I'm probably not... I'm not going to do anything with my iron while we're worried about whether or not... Sorry, inventory's still very full. That's okay. We can make it better by taking out all of these items. Yeah, iron bars, mithril bars, more mithril bars, gold bars, got the dyes, heavy and solid stone. Yeah, that's just enough iron to make that thing if we had it. Okay, looks got enough food to last me a little bit.
Watch, get her back.
Gonna worry about the lockboxes later. Just cannot be asked right now. There's a rogue. I don't know. They're probably busy. Alright, what we need is more potions. Green leather. Somebody's selling the bracers and the belt, but not the armor. Alright. Healing potion. Oh, some of our stuff's selling apparently. Alright, we got the greater healing potions. We could get the last 3 we need for about 29. What's the next level? Superior? It's about 4 silver each. That's not a bad price for these. These are actually very good price. $5 silver for these. That's actually not bad. These are the little 35 potions. They heal up to 900. Yeah, I should probably get those. Then the major healing potions. People are selling for an absolute ton. Yeah, it looks like getting 5 of these at 5 each is actually a huge steal. So I'm going to pick myself up 10 of these. Okay. And a lot of our auctions are going through. Let's pick up everything. From that. One healing potion. So even though our silk bandages have sold, apparently, we can't get the money until the time's up. That's interesting. Let's see what it looks like in the auction house then. Okay. It's going to take an hour before they show up. 2 different people have purchased them. Okay. And no bids on the other stuff. All this stuff together, probably not much. But we got another nearly 5 gold? Really? Not bad. That's gonna be decent. It's gonna pay for some of the stuff that we've been purchasing today. We can put these in our bank. Heroes, hunter, paladin, priest.
Interested in a fight?
Okay, these are gonna be useful later. 7 potions is still enough, I would say. And these are technically better than these, so I'm gonna keep those in here for now. Well, they are more of a... We're not gonna get more of these, so we're just gonna use those up first. That makes more sense to me. I'm not really sure how this works. That good enough? Okay, we found somebody that might be able to. How do you trade? I think I can like to try. They're level 42, so should be similar level. See if they can. Is how this work? Sure. Go for it. If we lose these, I'm not going to be too worried about it. Let's see if they can manage. I don't know what that means. Want to check them? Might need to put them in the not traded slot. I don't know what that means. I'm never sure if it works. I don't know. He's moving his hands. Might be working. Not sure what any of that means. That's basically that is how this whole thing is. Not knowing what things mean. Okay, how'd this work? What did we get? We got a box. And a chest. And a chest. Will not be traded. Will be traded from him. Okay, maybe we have to put it in the will not be traded box. Okay, I think I figured this out. There's only so many ways to do things here. So let's... I think that makes sense. So you can use it with others, but it won't be actually traded. Okay, let's see. Put in the will not be traded box down here. Item not yet modified. Is that how this works? Will not be traded box. That's a... Let's see if this works. I'm trying here. Okay. It wasn't traded, which isn't surprising. He doesn't even know if that one opens. Okay. Oh, right click to open. Alright, we got a bolt of woolen cloth, medium leather, and a pretty terrible shield. Yay? Wow, that was a very bad shield. How much is... I guess we can see what a bolt of woolen cloth and medium leather is worth. And I guess this isn't bound, so technically I could try to sell this. Level 17 shield, ugh. I don't think anybody's gonna want that. That might have been open when I did the not trading already. So I think that's how this works.
What can I get for you today?
11 silver for the shield. And these are both worth 1 silver.
Be good.
Theoretically. So, not the best. I think we did sell a random box to a store before. But if it was as good as these, I just really don't care. It's a whole lot of effort for not a lot of anything. Okay. Medium leather. People are selling for like 1. Yeah, that's basically what it was worth there. Just sell it to the shop for the same price. A bolt of woolen cloth. That's worth something. Maybe. I was thinking about 5-ish silver. These ones are higher for some reason. They're also, all these are really low start, high price, so it doesn't fill me with confidence in what they're actually worth. Let's actually just go woolen cloth. See what the actual sales are looking like. Ignore all these nonsense burgers. About 3. Talking about 3 silver. Fine. Weird. Weird and unnecessary. Like, I'm sure that eventually there's gonna be these kind of boxes that actually have good drops, but my goodness, was that not one of them. I guess it's probably gonna be a lot of randomness in that situation, so whatever.
How are you?
Don't think we need medium leather for anything either. Just get out of here. Oh, I guess that was half a silver per each. So we could have made 1 silver trying to sell it on the auction house, but my goodness. Yep.
Interest you on a pint?
That's better. Got these rage potions still, which are weird. We got our food and fishing supplies, backup bandages, extra buffs, potions, this quest for later. Mostly we're just drowning in rocks. Rocks and fish. That's okay. Our inventory is not completely full.
What's on your mind?
And that's the most important part right now. We got plenty of real estate to work with here. Even if our bank is still mostly full. But we did get rid of, like, all these extra spaces. And the only reason I bought so many of these is because it looked like they were a good price right now. So
Watch your back.
I am satisfied with our cleaning here. So I guess that means it's time to look at where we're gonna go next. I think that I want to get back on trying to complete this warrior quest. We need some life root. I think they said we could get that from buying stuff, but I've bought a lot of stuff today. Let me read the parchment. Okay, here it is. Life root. Withervine Beast of Dustwallow Marsh. Or we can buy it, apparently. So let's see what a life root costs. We need 8 of them. Portal to Darnassus.
Use that.
I can't use that. Maybe I want to use that. Every time we come in here, we're looking for the green leather. Nope, leather. Nope, still. Everybody has the recipes to make it, but nobody's making it for me, so unfortunate. Alright, we want a life root. If we can get it ourselves, it's probably a good idea. But life roots, we need 8 of them. That'd be like a gold. Any way we can purchase only 8 of them? I don't know how difficult it would be to get these life roots. I'm gonna go try getting it myself. Might as well. Mix it up a little bit. So in that note, we have to go to Dust Wallow Marsh. Zooming out. To Theramore then. Alright, I can do that. We got inventory space for days. And once we finish this quest, that's going to clear up all these, and we're going to use these buffs. Yeah. This is going to work out perfectly for us. So we're going to head to Dust Wallow Marsh and try to find some life roots to save myself some money, because my goodness, I think we spent more than we made today by a significant margin. That's unfortunate. So to get to Dust Wallow, we need to go to Theramore. Theramore, we're going to go to Menethil. Alright.
How are you?
I need a ride to Menethil Harbor, please. Please and thank you. Okay. Very interesting design to allow them to, I mean, it allows them to fly past and then they have to go through the door. I guess having another big opening would not be great, since Horde also has flying guys, so probably the best bet to not have, I mean, you could just put a different door in front of it. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not going to question the Dwarven architecture. That's not what we're here for. Feels a lot better. Let's go get some life root. And then it's back to the elementals for the whole essence mabob. Next time. Goodbye.